Recently, analysts in the sector have made public their projections which say that the value of XRP might potentially exceed $20,000, potentially even surpassing that of Bitcoin. This prediction might surprise a lot of people, but it's not the first time ambitious forecasts like this one have been made. So it's not like it's completely out of the ordinary. In the past, well-known financial pundits have regularly thrown around high numbers. Nevertheless, this prediction that XRP will hit $20,000 has some convincing rationale behind it. Investors on a personal level, as well as well-renowned financial organizations, are of the opinion that it will not be difficult for XRP to break through this $20,000 barrier. A post from someone who had been up for 25 hours highlighted a study that projected XRP will approach $19,385.24. Although it did not include the estimated timetable, this tweet was meant to provide some perspective for what was going on. Nevertheless, there is one specific piece of data that is tough to ignore, and that is a recent release from Forbes. This makes it very difficult to dismiss the facts. At this point, it is simple to brush off such charges as being nothing more than idle speculation. For the benefit of those who aren't already aware, Forbes is a reputable media firm that is well known for the credibility of the material it produces. They produced a piece with the heading, "The New Bitcoin XRP," in which they projected the value of the cryptocurrency to be an astounding $59,472 at the time of publication. In order to verify the veracity of this information, I double-checked the credibility of the article, and the results showed that it had indeed been published. This article makes the claim that XRP has the momentum to breach the $5,000 mark and potentially even overshadow Bitcoin's significance, which is in close alignment with the hype that has been going around in the recent past. Despite the fact that the post was only featured on Forbes for a small period of time before it was swiftly withdrawn, it brings to light an intriguing viewpoint regarding XRP that was not previously known. Many individuals are of the opinion that the most important purpose of XRP is not for broad consumer use. In point of fact, it has been proposed that Ripple may buy back some of its own currencies in the near future. This would not just be done as a market strategy, rather it would be done because it is essential for them to build their strategic partnerships and ensure that they have liquidity available on demand. I just recently tweeted about the significant role that XRP plays within the ledger and services of RippleNet in order to help put things into perspective. The point that is most important is as follows: because institutional investors have a growing need for XRP in order to use RippleNet and the on-demand liquidity services, it provides a narrative is building that says it is inevitable that Ripple will split and repurchase XRP. This narrative suggests that this will happen because institutional investors have a growing need for XRP. I have provided supporting evidence in the form of a tweet, which includes the crypto warning notice as well as a reliable source. Let's take a more in-depth look at this, shall we? It is not anticipated that a traditional buyer, such as a government agency or financial institution, will carry out the buyout of XRP as originally planned. Instead, it is anticipated that a private corporation will be the one to carry out the buyback. Instead, Ripple plans to repurchase XRP in the near future so that it can distribute the cryptocurrency to its various business partners in the future with the intention of utilizing it for facilitating international transactions. The price of XRP will rise inexorably as a direct result of this, as a direct result of a simple supply and demand equation. This will be a direct consequence of this. If its use is expanded outside the realm of financial institutions alone, it may have a significant impact on the price of Bitcoin. If you will, the ripple effect that this may have on the price of Bitcoin may be immense. The strong stance that Ripple is taking, particularly in partnering with countries worried about the adoption of XRP, has been at the forefront of our discussions. At this moment, the existence of this intention is more than just a rumor. This was stated by Ripple's Vice President of Business Operations, who also brought attention to the fact that over 10 nations have signed contracts to include XRP into the digital currencies of their respective central banks. Recently, analysts in the adoption trajectory of XRP will receive additional assistance thanks to Ripple's announcement of a large partnership with South Korea, as well as a prominent firm in that nation. Nevertheless, that is not the conclusion of the matter. The potential of the cryptocurrency known as XRP has been acknowledged by a number of key participants in the international financial industry. The International Refund, a respected authority in the world of financial transactions, has lauded XRP as the cryptocurrency that excels above all others in terms of its suitability for international money transfers. This gives XRP an advantage over other cryptocurrencies that are currently in competition, such as Bitcoin. XRP stands out from the crowd and has deservedly earned its position as the leading cryptocurrency. This is despite the fact that other cryptocurrencies have their own unique benefits. These endorsements and strategic actions shine light on important currents that are defining the future of XRP and shed light on what those big currents are. And when you compare this to reputable websites who are forecasting that the price of XRP could go up to over $20,000, it becomes very evident that this is not a coincidence. People are left wondering about the more comprehensive strategies that are currently in play as a result of this. This sentiment was further supported by a recent article that was published a little over 18 hours ago and has been directly linked to the most recent price dynamics of XRP. Please allow me to explain it to you in further detail if you do not mind. Ripple's blockchain-based payment system and the immense reputation that XRP, Ripple's native cryptocurrency, has gained over the course of its existence are both highlighted in the first section of this article, which also provides a brief history of Ripple. Ripple has, ever since it was founded, been pushing the limits of what is possible in an effort to usher in a fundamental transformation in the way that the processing of international payments is carried out. A significant realization that can be drawn from recent statements is that Ripple has moved its focus away from the retail audience and is instead pursuing major institutional investments. The article not only illuminates Ripple's strategic ambitions, but also delves into the potential consequences these projects could have on the blockchain and cryptocurrency industries, not just due to the rapidity with which it was able to execute transactions, but also due to the one-of-a-kind consensus method that it deployed. Ripple garnered a lot of attention almost as soon as it was made available to the general public in 2012. Ripple, in contrast to Bitcoin and the vast majority of other cryptocurrencies, which require a large amount of energy to operate, is driven by an algorithm that is one of a kind in its efficiency and is known as the Ripple Protocol Consensus. This algorithm was developed by the Ripple Company. Ripple is an alternative that is better for the environment for financial organizations to adopt because using this technique results in a considerable reduction in the amount of energy that is consumed overall. After that, the narrative shifts its attention to ordinary investors, after which it emphasizes how important regulatory stability is, and then it moves on to talk about institutional investments. The crescendo is reached with an in-depth conclusion that focuses on the most important aspects to keep in mind. One of the most important components of Ripple's overall business strategy is the encouragement of long-term investment thinking. Ripple's strategy was to first be patient and wait for ordinary investors to shift their focus and then to attract substantial institutional investments in order to establish itself as a stable and consistent figure in the world of cryptocurrencies. This tactic involves waiting for individual retail investors to get preoccupied with other things. The primary purpose is to maximize the extent to which the use of its XRP coin and its payment infrastructure may be expanded. The accomplishment of this objective could very well establish Ripple as the market leader in the field of cross-border payments. If this were to occur, the operation of the system that governs international commerce would be significantly disrupted. That's all for now. See you in our next video.